Aries, welcome to this channel. This is your monthly reading for April. I hope you all are doing well. Thank you so much for being here. So let's see what's coming through for you. You can use this for your sun, moon and rising sign. If Aries is your sun sign, remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. Okay. And I will also be using an oracle deck for this reading. And for this month, I am using Healing Waters Oracle. It's a beautiful deck with lovely messages and very soothing color. So the solar eclipse happened in your sign few days ago. And yours is a water sign, so there's a lot of fiery energy in the air. So I thought maybe we need the coolness of this healing waters, right, to balance things out. So that's the reason I'm using it. Maybe this will work, I'm not sure, but we will see, right, whatever we can do. And there is also a lot of uncertainty, but then it's a temporary phase. Things will clear out soon. So let's see what's coming through for you for April. So this is going to be a Celtic cross. I won't be able to show you the spread, but I will show you the cards. Okay. Okay. So Aries, for the center of the reading, you have Queen of Cups. Yes, this is the water element. It may have something to do with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy coming through, and water sign. And that's exactly what we have here, right? Healing waters. And this has to do with healing. So totally goes with what I just said. So synchronicities is something that pay attention to, okay, that you need to pay attention to. Synchronicity, signs, recurring thoughts you are having, conversations you are having with someone. So this is highly intuitive card, psychic awareness. So pay attention to your intuition, your feelings, what it's trying to tell you. Okay. Okay. So Queen of Cups is in the center of the reading, crossed by Seven of Swords. Okay. Now that's tricky energy, a little bit sneaky. Okay. So this is the subconscious strength. So it has to do with courage. It's you pushing through the difficulties and the challenges. And for the past position, you have Three of Wands. Three of Wands has to do with you waiting. Maybe you are done waiting now. Future, King of Swords. Yes, this is a card of another court card. So it has to do with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius or Gemini. But these signs could also be in your chart. Okay, so it could be the energy you are embodying, or it could be the people you are coming across now. So for the future position, you have Five of Cups. Okay, some disappointment is kind of bothering you. Something is bothering you emotionally, a disappointment. So for the advice position, you have Four of Cups. Yes, you are not taking that call, not responding to that message. External, Two of Cups. Okay, this is beautiful energy. This is in the environment. Okay, so this may have something to do with that Queen of Cups energy, yeah, because again, this has to do with a date night for some of you guys. Maybe you are meeting a friend for coffee, or maybe you are just having a good conversation. So yeah, lovely energy. I like that for you. Okay, and the opportunities, you have Two of Wands, and then you have Three of Wands. So it looks like you are going back to waiting, or it could also be that you are exploring your options. Okay, and for the final outcome card, you have Two of Swords. Okay, Two of Swords, Seven of Swords, and King of Swords. Yes, some confusion. It could also be you defending something that you are coming across, and you might have to defend yourself. So just pay attention to what's going on here with Seven of Swords and with Five of Cups. We will come back to it. Okay, Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is you juggling it is. So it's like you have several things on your plate, but you are handling things beautifully. So, and yes, so that's nice. This is you maintaining some kind of balance, and you are taking care of everything that's on you, that's in front of you. And this is also you going back and forth on something. This is Two of Swords. So something, it could be an opportunity you are coming across. It could be a conversation you are having. It could be negotiation. Maybe you are signing a contract agreement, something like that, with King of Swords here. And it's like you are going back and forth and negotiating the terms, and trying to come to an agreement, trying to find a middle ground. Something like that is happening here. Okay, something to do with relationships is also coming through. Maybe, yeah, some disappointments. Maybe you are sitting down, talking it out, maybe, and trying to find a balance where both of you guys meet. Okay, all right. So let me take a quick look and organize my thoughts before I interpret them. Okay. All right. So there is someone reaching out to you. Two of Cups is in the environment. So yeah, there is a expect a phone call. This could be someone you haven't been in touch with for a while, maybe, and they are visiting you. Something like that is coming through. So maybe they will call you. All right. On the other hand, what I'm seeing is the Seven of Swords. So with Seven of Swords, it's like it could either be your energy or it could be somebody else. Okay. Seven of Swords is a little bit tricky. Okay. It doesn't have to be that way. Not all Aries are going through this energy. It may have something to do with little bit of like sneaky behavior, a little bit deceptive and things like that. But like I said, and this is also you protecting yourself, maybe. So it could be something major coming through for some of you. I don't want to ignore it. So it everybody, we all are going through different things, right? So for some it may have something to do with your personal information. So it could be so you just want to make sure that you are taking safety measures. It could be your personal information. It could be your something to do with your home, uh, people you love, and things like that. So there is what I'm seeing here is a loss. Okay, again, I don't want to scare you. It doesn't have to be a major situation for some of you. So keep an eye out when it comes to your bank account information, your personal information, and if there is something you are working on, a project you are working on, you might want to make sure like save everything so you don't lose data, things like that. So okay, let me not over exaggerate, you know what I mean. But it could also be someone, okay, because in the environment you have Two of Cups. This is a good energy though. So it could either be your energy, Aries, it could be somebody else. So they are uh, this is someone who is not being direct in communication. They are not being straightforward, they are not transparent. Okay, so it's like they are hiding something. So it could be that they are being secretive. Okay, so there is something they know but they are not sharing it with the other person. Like I said, it could either be your energy or it could be someone else. Okay, so communication. So if it has to do with your energy, no, if you want to be direct and there is a need to have a direct communication if there is something you want to address, and be straightforward and be honest. So from your side. From the other person, like, we can't control, right? We don't know what's going on with them. So that is coming through. So just be aware. It could be, either you or them. And in the center of the reading, you have Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups energy has to do with, again, it could be your energy as well. So if it's yours, what I want to say is, this is someone who is being in control of their emotions, and this is also a maternal energy. So it could be that you are being protective of the people in your life. You have this, and you also have this coming through. So and then King of Swords. King of Swords is a very protective energy. Okay, they can chop your head off if if something happens to the people they love. So they are very, very caring, very protective. And so is Queen of Cups energy. So this is maternal. So it could be that you are taking care of someone, or it could be you are taking care of yourself. So self-care is coming through, and for that, because of that, you might have to take a day off or something like that, in order, if there is something emotionally you are going through, maybe you might have to take a day off to to just rest, relax, sleep, go to a spa, get a massage done, or go to, like, meet a friend or something, like go on a mini break, vacation, something like that. So it could be that also. Okay, so yes, self-care. And also this could also be someone who is very caring, someone who is nearby. They are protective of you, and someone you can talk to, someone you can trust. But with this, it feels like some trust issues may come up. Okay, so just be aware of that. And in the subconscious, you have Strength card. So Strength card has to do with being courageous, being brave, being taking action, being taking some risk. This could also be you taking a risk. Okay, calculated risk, I hope. So yes, or for some of you, this is ruled by Leo. So it could be a fire sign coming, someone you are interacting with, or it could also be your energy. Yes, certain things may seem kind of difficult, but it's not that way. Okay, you can handle them easily. So this is you facing your challenges, you facing your fears, and you are not, if you are coming across any setbacks, that is temporary, that is not going to deter you from moving forward with whatever this is. Again, it may have something to do with relationships in your life. It could also be romantic love. If you are looking for love, this could also be you meeting someone. But it's important to have that honest conversation to make sure where you guys stand, what the priorities are, and if you are on the same page. Okay, so that's important. And yeah, with this, it feels like you are holding something back. It could be that you are not able to make up your mind, so you don't want to completely open up, is also what I'm seeing here. So on the other hand, this is also work related. If you are starting a business or something, it could be that also. So challenges are not going to hold you back, is what I'm saying. It's like you trusting yourself, you know your potential, you know what is possible for you, and you are pushing through. Even if it's a little bit challenging, you are still pushing through. But what I'm seeing is there are also certain things that may seem difficult. Maybe it seems difficult for others, but for you, it's easy. It comes easily. Okay, so so that's yeah, this has to do with grace. This is you taking it easy. On the other hand, yes, the card is also reminding you being gentle in your communication is important. You don't have there is no, since you have this in the subconscious, the energy is reminding you there is no need for you to struggle with things, there is no need for you to force anything. Okay, it could be any area of your life, relationships, health, career, whatever it is that you are coming across now, there is no need to struggle or force anything. If you are just taking it easily and in a gentle way, things will be much easier for you. Okay, this could also be you working with others. And then you have King of Swords is in the conscious position, your ego position. So again, it may have something to do with someone you are interacting with, or it could be you. So when it comes to this energy, this is, with this, what I want to say is you are sticking to what you believe is right. You are sticking to your own way of doing things, and you are also being this is opposite energy. This is someone who is trying to, like, not being straightforward and direct, as if they are hiding something. This is someone who is very direct, very like straightforward. They are honest about, what their wants and needs and things like that. So yes. So on the other hand, so this could be either yeah yeah, when it comes to something that you are working on, what I want to say is remain flexible. So it all depends upon the situation. Sometimes you have to stick to your way of doing things and let others know as well if you really think that's the right way. But on the other hand, there will also be certain sometimes when you will have to remain a little bit flexible and try something new, try something different, and explore new way of doing things. It could also be partnering up with someone that will also, maybe that will make things much easier for you. Or it could also be you hiring new people in order to take care of certain things you can't or you don't have time for. Or it could also be you learning a new skill, sharpening your skills. So you being more resourceful, you doing your research, and you are also, instead of just sticking to what you know and your immediate environment, you are putting yourself out there. You are exploring new way of doing things, learning, communicating with others, working together. So that will help you with expansion and growth. And uh, it could be anything, it could even be relationship. So maybe you are being flexible and you are finding creative way of doing things, finding yeah things like that. So could be any area, expansion, growth, exploring new way of doing things. So yeah, said there. But having said that, this could also be you, being yeah, this is someone who is very clear about what they want. Okay, but you may also come across some confusion here. So you are, so a mixed bag is what I am saying. There is clarity and there is confusion. There is you being very this has to do with this is honest, transparent communication. But here I'm also seeing some secretive stuff happening. And on the other hand, this energy has to do with courage, you pushing through the difficulties. But here I'm also seeing a little bit something is holding you back as well. So this is mixed bag. It is, so know how you can navigate these energies. So it's all about being present and really understanding what's going on in the headspace and what's going on in the heart. Okay, so this is your mind, intellect, you reasoning with yourself, and this is you listening to your intuition, your heart, being more creative, being in the flow, allowing things to unfold the way it want to, and being receptive of what you are coming across. It could be new, it could be your own intuition, it could be new insights that you are receiving, it could be someone different perspectives you are coming across, a different way of doing things and things like that. So this is um, opposite energies, but it's all about knowing that there is nothing you need to, you don't have to struggle with things. Allow whatever is going on, and then you have to adjust how to navigate that situation. That is what I am intuitively getting for you. Yeah. With Three of Wands, yes, this is in the past position. However, this energy is what's coming across for you, coming through for you for the next few weeks. So this is the push and the pull, meaning there will be times when you will be in this energy. You are, maybe there is something you want to do, but you may come across some delays, some obstacles, maybe you're waiting for approval. Maybe there is something you need to wait for, is what I'm seeing with these two cards. Okay. um, uh, yeah. But with this, but there will also be times when you feel that energy and inspiration to move forward with things. So whenever it feels like you don't have the energy to do something, just pause, reflect, use that time to maybe do some other things that brings you in, that helps you center your energy. Like for instance, it could be listening to music, it could be going for a walk, it could be talking to a friend, things like that. Something that will help you center yourself, something that will help you balance your energies. But there will also be times when you will inspire to move forward with something. So trust that feeling. Okay. So yeah, the push and the pull is what I'm seeing for you. Okay, with the Five of Cups energy, um, yes, there is some disappointments you are coming across. It may have something to do with friendships, or it could be, something else that's you are coming across. For some, it could be something that happened long time ago, or it could be something that happened recently, or it could just be you dwelling in the some memories. So it could be yes, it could be a situation, it could be people in your life, or it could also be your own expectations. So yeah, expectations. um Disappoint. So the main reason we get disappointed is because of our expectations, right? But that is something that's a given. I mean, there is nothing we can do about it. That's the we you know we can't uh, if when it comes to our, like, whatever the situation is, whether it's our work, our something that we are working on, our relationships, our health, there will always be expectations, right? And when something doesn't go the way we had expected, then there will be disappointments, and that's okay, right? But it's about just knowing that this is how things are, and what are we going to do about it. But this is also the two cups here has to do with the two cups here. So there is something. Okay, so this is how the cards showed up. Let me show you. This is how the card showed up. Okay, so you see this person is disappointed at something here, but what they are not realizing is they actually have something going on here, the two cups, and that's what we are seeing here. So they have their back. They are focusing on so they are not focusing on this. Okay, so they are focusing here, what is gone, what's missing. So if this is the general energy, know that it's about being present. With both these cards, The cards are reminding you, be present and to be aware of where you are, what you already have, and who you are with, and things like that. Because sometimes we are chasing, running after things that we don't have in our life, and we feel disappointed. We are jumping from one thing to the next and things like that, and there is a sense of dissatisfaction in our life when we do that, right? But we don't realize what we already have. We take them for granted, what we already have, because we are busy chasing things what we don't have, right? So that is something we all go through from time to time. But when we realize it, when we become more aware of it, then we can just stop, and then we can look around, see, oh my goodness, I mean, I have been, that's when we realize, that we have been taking a lot of things for granted, that we are not being appreciative of what we already have in our life. It could be people, it could be our health, it could be material things, it could be our knowing, our creative gifts that we have, our spiritual awareness that we have, things like that. So yes, so it's important to just pause um, and say thank you sometimes, and be in gratitude, and being appreciative of what we already have is also important. So that's what I'm getting with both these energies. So it's asking you, Aries, is there something that's taking a back seat, something that's important? Okay. Is it taking a back seat? Is there someone you want to reach out to and just say thank you? Or it doesn't have to be about that. It could just be, having a nice conversation with them, a heart-to-heart conversation, an honest conversation. Or yeah, it could also be paying it forward. It could be community work, it could be charity, it could be helping someone out, maybe, without expecting anything back, is also what I'm seeing. Okay, all right. Now you have Four of Cups is also here. This is in the position of advice. So since this is your advice card, what I want to say is, either it's reminding you not to get distracted. It could be this energy that it's reminding you about. What are you focusing on? And is there, because everything happens for a reason, maybe there is also an opportunity there. There is a so it's asking you to not get distracted by what you are coming across, the surface issues. Instead, focus on the bigger picture. Yes, thank you, Spirit. So I was actually going through a little bit of this, wondering what this could be, but then the right words came through. So it's not me talking, it's a spirit talking. Okay, so what this is all about is, it's reminding you not to get distracted by surface issues. Okay, instead, see the bigger picture. Yes, okay. I won't over exaggerate, because I want you to pause and sit with this insight. Okay. All right. And also, on the other hand, when it comes to your day-to-day life, it could also be someone reaching out, and maybe you are not taking the calls, you are not responding to the message. Maybe you have a reason, because maybe you are disappointed at something. So maybe that's the reason why you are not doing that. But no advice. It's totally your call. And yes. But at the same time, you also want to check with yourself, Aries, if you are open. I am seeing that here, an openness. Okay, and this is also you paying attention to your own intuition and also the information and the insights you are coming across. Okay, maybe that is helping you move forward, find the clarity, things like that. On the other hand, when it comes to certain things, it could be, yes, one second. It could be that with both these energies, it feels like you are protecting yourself, because you don't want to get hurt again. If especially, in relationships, it could be happening. So just be aware. So there is trust issues coming through, like maybe, are you still holding on to what happened in the something that happened in the past? Okay, it could be you holding on to resentments, grudges, disappointments, and things like that is coming through. Okay, again, I'm not gonna ask you to release, let go, because I don't know what this is for you, how big this situation is. But this also is reminding you that healing is happening. Okay, and healing is not something that happens overnight. It takes time, it's a process, and I think you are going through with this energy. It feels like you are going through that process, but please know that yes, that is still active. So whatever happened, it's still it's still in active in the in your it's still active. Let's put it that way. Okay, and when it's still active, it may um, come it may show it may reflect it may reflect on how you are communicating in your communications, the way we respond to our situations that we come across every day, depending upon what this is all about. So it yeah, it may also affect future relationships, the people you are coming across now. Okay, so past disappointment, something to do with trust. If yeah, so know, like, if it's influencing your present moment, and also if it's affecting your future. Okay, so that is something to be mindful of with these energies. So it's like you are protecting yourself, that you don't want to go through the same situation again. So you are holding back, and that could also be the case that you are not able to communicate honestly, and as if you have to hold something back. You can't be really open. It could be a particular person, or it could be general energy. Okay, so just be aware of that. So discernment, discernment is important. When I said that, what I mean is, no, like, you don't want to miss a good opportunity here. So just know, like, how you are feeling about things, what needs to go, and how you can embrace what's coming through, and how can you respond to this situation, how can you navigate through this situation, whatever is happening internally. Okay, with this, the message is easy does it, Aries. Take it easy, and everything will be just fine. Yes, this is the push and pull I was talking about, going back and forth with something. All right, so now let me see what's coming through on the oracle decks. On the oracle card, I mean. Okay, Spirit, please give us a message for Aries. What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? Aries. All right. Aries, your message is into the unknown. Yes. Remember, I told you in the beginning, there is there is like uncertainty. There is a sense of uncertainty, and the clarity may not be there. So if there is something you want to do, it will be a little bit challenging because the complete picture is not there, but this is also you trying to see the bigger picture. And maybe you are reaching out to someone for perspectives, their ideas, how things like that, because you have King of Swords and this. So this is how the card showed up. Maybe you are reaching out to them for their perspectives. That will help you with the situation here. Okay, underworld, depth, courage, facing your fears. Yes. So this totally goes with what we have already covered. So yes, certain things are unclear at this moment. You may not know what to do. Trust issues may come up. And when it comes to a project you are working on, yes, maybe you don't know how to get started on this project. Maybe you are still looking for, if you are hiring, it could be, maybe there are a lot of work involved, things like that. But even though this is happening on the surface, you are coming from a place of courage, strength, and you are still pushing through the challenges. And that's very commendable. Okay. So this is lovely energy. You are facing your fears. So if you are coming across this, know what this is all about. Does it have something to do with what happened in the past, or it may also have something to do with fears, how things are going to be. We won't know, like, we won't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And if you are entering into a relationship or something, you won't know like how things are going to turn out. If it's a business, again, we won't know. So the only thing what we can do is we can take decisions from a place of faith, and we can keep our intentions clean, and we can do whatever is possible for us today. So it's important to take that next step in good faith, and then don't worry about the results, don't worry about the outcome. It's all about putting in the effort, doing what we can, and trusting ourselves, and letting things be, and knowing that whatever happens for the best. So yes, if this is how you are, this is what you are coming across, what the card is reminding you, just put them aside. Um, to just put them aside, and then just go for a walk. And then see what happens. Maybe you will come across a new insight, new idea, things like that. Okay, and then when you do that, just follow that guidance. Depth, courage, facing your fears. Powerful. Okay, let me read this out to you. $92. Earth is a water planet seen from space. It appears Earth is a water planet seen from space. It appears blue. Water makes up 71% of Earth's surface, yet we have explored less than 20% of its ocean floor. There are creatures of the deep that have captivated humans for millennia. It's no wonder, too, that water has been used as a symbol for our inner emotional world. There's always so much for us to discover and uncover within. Yes, this is a card of exploration. You exploring. It could be you exploring new way of doing things, new possibilities. But what I'm intuitively getting is also relationship. If you are feeling this way, it could be that maybe there is another side that is hidden, that you haven't seen yet, that you haven't experienced yet. So it could also be self expectations, Aries. How, your expectations from yourself. So instead of focusing on the shadows, the weakness, you want to focus on the light, the strength. So when I said the push and pull, the opposite energies, the mixed bag, right? That's what, that's the duality I was talking about, that the universe is made of. So sometimes we only see one side, we don't see the other side, because there is another story to this whole situation that we are not seeing at this moment, right? So the message is reminding you, maybe you are becoming more aware of the other side, and you are keeping yourself open to that as well. So it could be an opportunity you are coming across, it could be people, it could be yourself. You are looking, you are becoming more aware of your potential, what you can do, and you are exploring opportunities, something like that. It could be you exploring your creative side, something that was hidden from you. Maybe you thought, maybe you don't have an interest for that, and then you are suddenly coming across something and you realize, oh, you love doing it. So you are exploring your creative side, your spiritual side, or it could also be people you are coming across. We all are mixed bags. So sometimes you only see one side, but this is you becoming more aware of that, maybe, and staying more open to what you are coming across, and being more curious. This is a card of curiosity, not in a bad way. It's not about intruding, but this is about being curious in a positive way. Okay. Are you being called to face your fears and explore the unknown? To challenge what you thought was possible? This is, are you being able to face your fears and explore the unknown, to challenge what you thought was possible? This is a card of courage, initiation, and depth. Perhaps you are being called to make a significant change in your life that you feel scared about. Or maybe what you are experiencing is more internal than that. Maybe life is calling you to venture into the shadowy depths of your own inner journey, to face things that others may be afraid to face, to heal what might feel difficult to heal, to surrender to a metaphorical depth in order to re-emerge anew. In the ancient Sumerian story about the goddess Inanna's journey to the underworld to meet her sister, she leaves the comfort of heaven and earth to descend into the unknown depths. Here, she encounters many trials and initiations until she returns completely changed by her experiences. I'm getting goosebumps now. Wow. This story tells us that sometimes to be born anew, we must face our fears and find the courage to venture into the unknown. That's exactly what's happening here. So, the message is reminding you. So it may also have something to do with, your close relationships. It could be, something to do with your parents, your siblings, your close friendships, things like that. Okay. Even your children. So what it's asking you is, yes, do you really want to, what are you afraid of? Why do you, if you are holding yourself back, maybe it's asking you, there is no need for you to do that. You who are you protecting yourself from? you know. So that is something, a question that you can sit with. And it's all about understanding. It's about, you know, keeping our heart open. Having said that, I also go through these energies. I'm not a saint, okay, but what comes through on the card is a cards are also a big realization for me as well, okay, to practice in my own life. So yes, the cards are reminding you. So that's the reason, you know, tarot cards are a great spiritual tool, meaning it reveals insights that it may not it may not happen to us in our daily life, because we are so busy handling our you know, daily life, busy with our daily life. So most of us, we don't get the time to just sit down and reflect on our life, right? But when, you know, through the card, certain things comes through, and that's a big revelation. And so yeah, you know, a lesson for um, you who are, you know, who are listening to these messages, and also a lesson for me as well, okay. So yeah, with this, it feels like sometimes in life, when we go through disappointments, we you know, hold ourselves back. We don't open ourselves to new relationships or new experiences, right? Because we don't want to, we expect the same thing to happen to us again. But it's asking you, do you, if we do that, we remain in a box, right? And we remain in our cave. Uh, but in that cave, there is no growth, right? So we have to put ourselves out there. We have to be okay with the unexpected, you know, the disappointments. But there will also be other things that come, that uh, so it's a package deal, right? So yes, there will be disappointments, but there will also be moments of joy, exhilaration, excitement, and adventure, growth, things like that. So whenever it feels like you have to protect yourself, you have to hold back, no, maybe challenge yourself to uh, open up, you know, and see what happens, is what the message is reminding you. But then, you know, I'm not sure what you are coming across, so it's totally your call. But it's a process, like I said. So listen to your own heart, listen to what, you know, you want to be true to yourself, you want to be true to your own experiences, you know. And so then go from there. Soul inquiry, how can you face your fears today? That's this energy here. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you. No more words. I hope this was helpful. Please do remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Please let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, what you are coming across. It will be nice to hear from you, and share with whoever needs to hear these messages. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being here and listening. And please take good care of yourself, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye bye.